Welcome to Help with Natalie Cuomo, the podcast about a girl who just can't help herself.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Help with Natalie Cuomo. I am so excited for today's podcast. We are here with the two awesome comedians from No Need for Apologies on the Gas Digital Network, Derek Gaines and Dave Temple. How are you guys?
How's it going?
It really feels like there's a party going on in here.
It is. It's a party.
Beach. Yeah, this is beach.
We got Paul in the booth. Shout out to Paul.
It's that reality show music.
What's up?
So, you guys, this is the podcast where you tell me the best advice you ever received. I might bring you some of my problems. You can help me out. We're just going to shoot the shit.
Okay, all right. I like the vibe.
We're going to figure stuff out.
It's so much energy just to shoot the shit down. It was like fist pumping.
Yeah, that's that beach party music. That's that
We're going to hang out.
Vegas party music, man.
It's early. You went for a run today, though.
Yeah.
Got the endorphins.
That's why I'm just soaking up all the vibe. That's why I was like, okay, a second win, and we're gonna talk about advice.
Yeah.
Now, before I ask you the best advice you ever received, I actually do need some advice.
Okay.
So, Lewis and I, we live together, and we share a beanie collection.
Okay.
We share a beanie collection.
Hats.
A hat, like the one you're wearing.
Right.
Not exactly like the one I'm wearing, but go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, really?
This is Celine. Y'all know.
It's a Celine?
Yeah, this is not exactly the shit y'all be wearing. But anyway, go ahead. I understand the
Talk
concept.
to me about the difference, please.
Oh, this the price. It's okay.
Is the price?
Yeah, but go ahead. It's hot fashion, but go ahead. I'm listening. Absolutely. Go ahead.
What about the white T-shirt? How much is that?
It's just $10, but yeah, I make it all up in the hat, in the shoes that I got on. But but go ahead, I'm listening.
I purposely wore black Vans so that you.
For the Black Air Force One gang, thank you, Natalie.
Yes,
we appreciate
yes.
it. We
I appreciate
appreciate
it.
I know it's
you.
not close, but
I forgot your
Fly
shirt and your shoes, but you know the whole
okay.
little photo shoot. We're gonna do this thing.
We are gonna do the photo
I
shoot.
just found out you live far and you don't come often, so
no, I
As
come
far as
often.
what, like you live in like Queens?
I live
No,
in
she's
Jersey.
out there. She's
Oh,
out
all right, yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, anyway, so
You
we
got
share
a-
beanies,
hats,
right? And he recently went to the gas station and he got a hat.
Okay.
And he was like, I knew you would like this hat. And I was like, oh, I do like this hat. And I wear it a lot, but he wears it also.
Okay.
So this morning we're getting ready and it's like a little cluttered on the sink because there's like the dab rig, there's my makeup, we're brushing our teeth, and it's a white beanie. And I put it down for a second because I'm wearing it today. And guys, we got
What
a
is
big,
that?
we got
Is
a
that
big
makeup?
It's a big black makeup stain.
Oh wow.
He doesn't care at all.
Yeah, you know.
What do I do? The beanie is ruined. I've ruined the beanie.
Well, actually, you haven't ruined
Well,
it.
you
I mean,
said
it's
he
just a
doesn't care,
spot.
though, right?
No, he cares about the hat.
Oh, I thought you said he doesn't care at all.
No, he cares about the hat.
Oh, okay.
He likes this hat. He always wants to wear this. We fight over wearing this hat.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get two of them?
This is like a mysterious hat from a gas station.
Okay.
You can't.
There's
go back
probably
and get
more
another
mysterious hats at gas
You
stations.
guys don't think this matters at all.
One? What do you mean?
Absolutely
No,
not.
I'm trying to find out what do you need help with? What's the issue?
What do I do? I stain the hat. I ruin the hat that we share that he likes.
Club soda.
Oh, do you want to clean it or do you want to go get another one?
I want which I can't find
think
another one.
You can't go back to the gas station and get like
I
two
don't know
more
what
of these
gas
hats?
station he got these at.
Club
Ask
soda.
him.
Club soda and bleach. Not that kind of club
Jesus
soda, but
Christ.
fair enough. Now the hat's really
Oh,
ruined.
wow.
But
Is this
yeah.
is this the theme of the show? Is this
You just pouring pineapple mango. This shit
is
is
the theme
weird
of the
now.
show? White girls make things harder.
What the fuck was that just happened? What the
said
fuck was
club
that?
soda, and you guys didn't react enough, so I had to do something. I mean, you guys made me feel
Jesus.
stupid.
You opened up the show with a goddamn spot on a hat. Like, what the fuck were we supposed to do?
I was thinking about it all morning. I couldn't stop thinking of the spot in the hat. I ruined the hat this morning. I had to
You
hide
started
the hat. He
before we
always-
started.
he
Wait a
always
minute.
wants the
She said
hat.
we got a lot to cover, and that's how the fuck you
We
start.
do have a lot to cover. This is serious. You guys,
This is-
do you not know my boyfriend? I ruined his hat. Do you not know my boyfriend? I ruined his hat.
I feel like I'm in CVS right now.
I'm in Black Mirror right now.
You
What
don't
kind
know-
of Black Mirror bullshit is this?
Paul, I mean, do you not know him? I ruined his hat.
Hey, Dave, what the fuck is this, bro?
This is a World Star video.
What is this? And then she poured pineapple mango
You
on
told
the
me
hat,
to
man.
put club soda on it.
That's
This is
not
like-
flavored club soda.
This
It's
is like
regular
the girl.
soda.
This is like the girl in
Flavored.
Victoria's Secret who just fell out.
Yeah, you the white bitch that just fell out in the middle of Victoria's Secret. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? What is that now? It's leaking all over the table.
Paul,
That
can
shit
I
is
please
crazy,
have
bro.
a paper towel?
Oh my God. Paul, you better not get no paper towel.
Thank you. Honestly, you're right, Derek. It actually does look a lot smaller now.
Yeah.
And I think with the paper towel, it's going to clear up.
There you go.
And I don't like that if you were dating someone and they got something on your Celine hat, I think there would be an issue.
But she wouldn't get anything.
Yeah,
else from
yeah.
her.
I
Why
wouldn't
wouldn't
date
she get anything
somebody
on your
that gets
Celine
something
hat?
on
She
your
got her own
Celine
Celine
hat.
hat.
Yeah.
She got her, would you get her a Celine hat?
Absolutely.
So wait, when you poured that on the hat, what was you thinking was going to happen? Or like, what do you think you're going to do now? Like how, because now you have a bigger problem,
No,
right?
it looks good now.
Okay.
You don't think so?
Yeah, so
I
now
mean-
I see the color of the, yeah.
What I'm planning on
It's
doing.
orange now.
What I'm planning on doing. What I'm planning on
The
doing.
fuck?
Sometimes.
Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm listening.
I knew once the black stain was on the hat, that's it for the hat. I knew that.
Okay.
So, now I'm just going to throw it in the washing machine.
But you wanted to have
Yeah, put some
fun.
bleach on it.
So
Bleach will get it
was
out.
this more so therapeutic for you to like fuck up the hat as much
Maybe
as
that's
possible?
that's a good idea, Dave. Should we fuck up the hat?
Is that what you're
I
trying
think
to
you
do?
should just fuck up the
yeah,
hat
I
more
think
now.
is that because this sounds like that's more
Now
what you
everyone's
want
going
to
to say
do.
that I'm a crazy person that wants to just fuck up my boyfriend's hat that I
But
like.
you
Well, I'm
started off
asking
crazy.
you,
You poured
why not-
Perrier
you
all
told
over
told
me
me to pour Perrier
No, I didn't. I
on
said
it.
That's
club
a weird
soda. I
thing
didn't
that
say
you
Perrier
said there. You know
Infusions.
you're on tape, white woman, right?
Yeah, you're on
know,
tape.
There's
It's all
cameras
up here.
filming.
I didn't tell you to do shit. I
Guys,
told you to get club
Paul,
soda. That's
Paul,
Perrier
can you
Infusions.
replay the intro?
Yeah.
Can you replay the intro,
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah.
You sure?
I didn't do a
Listen,
goddamn thing.
I watch
Am
so
I being
much.
Karen
I
right
watch
now?
so much World Star. I know exactly how to handle this. Don't you stop filming. This is for my protection.
No.
Okay, so
Welcome to another episode of Help with Natalie
is this?
Cuomo.
I know. What is going on? So what's happening, Natalie?
So I guess we have a lot to discuss.
Yes.
I couldn't be happier that two people that understand me so well and are here joining me in studio today.
I loved having you on No Need for Apologies
It was
because
great.
we got
Great
to
episode.
learn so much about you. I
Great
can't wait
episode.
to have you back on and
Oh,
learn
wow.
even
Great
more.
episode.
Because this is
Wow.
very fascinating to
What's
me.
fascinating?
Like all of this, because I didn't grow up. I know how you grew up, and now I didn't grow up the same way.
I don't like the direction this is going at all.
No, I like it now because listen, like I'm good at navigating energy, but I have to know the energy first.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, I just got to soak up this shit because once I master this, oof,
I got
I'll be
you.
untouchable, man.
Untouchable,
You know what I mean?
bro. I get it.
I am untouchable. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So, okay, Dave, what's the best advice that you have ever received?
The best advice I ever received was pain is temporary, pride is forever. So that just means like for whatever you thought, for however bad you thought it was going to be, just do it. And that means that like it started off kind of like in a more violent sense. It was more like for fighting. Like if you're going to be bullied, if you're worried about being hit, like, yeah, just take the pain. Whatever they'll do to you, it will heal. But the emotional thing of you not standing up for yourself, that's with you forever.
Yeah.
And then it began to move that way and like even things you just want to do. If you have a goal, but there's something holding you back, whatever it was going to take to overcome that, the pain of that will heal faster than you think. But the pain of not doing it and sitting in it for so long and festering it,
Yeah.
that hurts way more.
Regret comes from that.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
would you say there's an example in your life where that, was really prevalent?
Yeah. My first fight ever. I was scared to
Okay.
fucking death.
Was
I'd
it-
never been hit in the face. Kids were hitting each other in the face. We were young, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I just knew when it came time, like, just swing away.
That's
Pain
right.
is
Like
temporary.
on signs.
Right. Pain is temporary, but pride is forever. And it was a thing where even though I was scared to death, because I swung, I learned a very important lesson because I didn't win that fight, but you didn't have to win the fight. You just had to fight back.
You just had to fight
You just
back.
had to fight back, and that gave me now permission to come off my porch. That gave me permission to go to the rec center. That gave me permission to be out. You know what I mean? Versus there were some kids who never learned to swing, and as a result, they couldn't come off the porch. They in the house now. Oh, I like being in the house. No, you don't. You just can't come off the porch with these more aggressive kids. And I watched their world become a prison in the house kids versus the outdoor kids.
Do you feel like that's something that you told yourself in moments where you were gonna act and you didn't want to, or is it something that made you act in situations? Is it more something that like hindered your action or encouraged you to act?
It was more to encourage to act. And the sad part is now that I get older, I have to learn to turn that off.
Okay.
Because now there's a problem with impulse control as a result of a lifetime of just going off of instinct. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fly.
That's good advice. I like that. That's good advice. Kind of be more. I mean, it comes from like, it's not like be more aggressive, but it's like you got to stand up for yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's not that you have to be more aggressive. Just stay in tune with it. Know that you're capable of it. No, you don't have to do it all the time, but be ready to do it and don't hesitate.
Right.
When it's, you know what I mean? Even if you're wrong. Oh, well.
Right.
I was wrong, but everybody saw, right? No one know. People don't do that to me no more. All right, cool. Like, that's why I always laugh when I see those World Star videos of, like, somebody spazzing out in, like, Burger King.
Right.
That's basically what they're saying. You know what I mean? When they, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's their way. Hey, everybody. Like, I was trying to be nice. I'm standing up. Did we all see it? Don't fuck with me. I'm not the one.
Everyone has a breaking point.
Exactly.
And it's like, once you get to that breaking point, then it's how you carry yourself after that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, also, how do you be a nice person and then also carry yourself in a world where you're respected? Like, it's very hard to, like, sometimes I feel like I'm so I'm very like giving and like caring and like nurturing and motherly in my life, but I also don't know how to like be assertive and like try to garner respect in situations at the same time.
You don't have
People
to.
mistake your kindness for weakness or something like that?
Yes.
Well,
Oh, no.
the thing is, if you're exuberating a good energy, then you end up having people who are willing to be aggressive for you. That's why people have security. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I am not going to carry a gun and shoot people, but he will, and he'll shoot for me. I mean, I'm not saying him particularly,
but I get the example.
That's the security guard aspect. Like, hey, listen.
Yeah.
These people are around me so that you guys will never, because you're all going to tempt me to lash out. You're all going to tempt me to do the most negative thing in the fucking world. We've seen it. We've watched someone like Britney Spears fall from grace.
Right.
Because everyone's poking at her, and then she, because she didn't have enough people to be like, you know what? Let me run over your foot. They ain't going to say shit if I run over the foot, but you run over the foot is a problem. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
I like that, yeah. Because in high school, I was funny. So I had guys that would fight for me. Oh, you got something.
Yeah.
I'll handle that for you.
Yeah.
Like one of my boys, Steve, used to go, the perfect problem solver is the revolver. You let me know, Derek. I was like, my God, Steve, it's okay. You ain't got to shoot nobody, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's weird, too, when they show love like that.
Yeah,
that's
yo.
how a dog shows loyalty.
Perfect problem
When he
solver is
brings
that
like
revolver, Derek. I got you if you need me. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Steve, slow
that's
down.
a dog showing loyalty. When he brings
community
a
college.
dead bird and throws it in the living room, like, I did
It
that
does
for
feel
you.
so good though when someone offers to fuck someone up for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're just like, when someone, it just feels like, wow, you love me. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be like a romantic. It's just anyone, like someone having your back, one of your boys, your friends, your parents. It's like such a meaningful action.
Yeah, because they're showing you loyalty, which is a fading feature in this world.
It's sad.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so if someone shows you they're loyal to you, you're like, holy shit, reward that man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That was a good one. Derek, what do you think the best advice you ever received was?
It's two levels of advice. One performative, one for life. My mother told me my first piece of advice that I kind of always go by. She was like, it's okay to feel intimidated, but don't you ever in your fucking life feel inadequate. That's what she used to tell me. And I was like, yeah, because she was like, your inadequacy comes with you you fall into your intimidation. So basically, step over those hurdles and be who you are because you got an aura around you. You a prince. That's what she used to tell me when I was a kid. But basically, this confidence shit only works at 100%. So, always stand 10 toes down and go toward it because you're going to feel like a jackass if you don't. Mm-hmm. And that was one. And then Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace, gave me my other piece of advice when I just moved to New York. Within 2 weeks of me moving up here to do comedy, he said, write prolific shit, get on stage, and get the fuck out of my car. And I'll never forget that. Yeah. And I was like, that was dope. And then from then on, yeah, I kind of roll with that. 100% confident, right at the stage, get on the mic, and keep it moving, basically. If to get it the fuck out of cars, just keep on trucking. And then I guess, my boy Nori Davis gave me some more. Stay in your own book, but make sure you look up once in a while so you don't go crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's some solid. You guys, this is some solid fucking advice.
Yeah.
I feel like that confidence is so important in every element of life, no matter what you do, especially with comedy, especially with entertainment. Like, I know that your mom brought you up saying that to you, but what are some things that you do to maintain that in your life?
Well, you know, I'm around a bunch of 6'3" and above, you know, how's it? Tough love motherfuckers. All my friends we all come from this the Philadelphia cloth. So we speak to each other very stern but very loving. Mm-hmm. So it kind of keeps you in line. I surround myself with no men. So if I'm fucking up, I got friends that go, you know you fucking up, right? And then they'll tell me, and then we'll tease you about it. And then when we get teased, the tease kind of strips away all the bullshit and leaves the great thing.
Which is a hard position to be in.
Yeah.
Because you dance the fine line between hater and good friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas, like, bro, like, I'm not being a hater. We've known each other for a long time. I'm not steering you wrong when I'm telling you bugging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely not being a hater. That's being a good friend. That's like...
Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes the people don't hear it. You know what I mean?
Some people's sensitivities will have them in their head going, oh, this motherfucker is his energy. He ain't my vibe. I need to get away from toxic people. They start putting on these little white people little labels on shit. When you came up with me, motherfucker, you know what this is. So, you know, we done slept in cars for this shit. It's no time for you to get sensitive now. You just, you know, take it, apply it to your life, and keep it moving. If when I'm fucking up, I would do the same.
Right, you're doing a favor by telling someone something they could be doing better.
Because
like,
I think
you're trying to help
not even
them.
that. I think the biggest thing, and this is my view on it. Other people might not agree. It might be a bit more harsh. But I'm like, hey, look, we're all trash. We're all
garbage.
We've all been trash, and we're always going to be trash.
Right.
So when I'm reminding you that we're trash, you're trash. Like, don't take it personal. Like, hey. Don't forget we're trash. Like, don't forget where we came from, and don't forget that this doesn't make us any different. We're still trash. You're playing yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you think the hardest thing you've ever had to tell someone is?
ooh.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's a good one.
I got a few. I mean...
You might have to go first, because I'm going to think. Because I don't think it was telling somebody.
Here go an example. I'll start. I was messing with this girl from Trenton. Already a red flag. Push come to shove, we was kicking it at her mother's house. That's another red flag. She stays in the attic. That was the third red flag. She stays in the top part of her mother's house, in the pointy part, in the attic. And she had a daughter already, right?
The pointy part.
The pointy. She stayed in the little pointy part. So her house, her fucking room looked like a goddamn imaginary friend's. Like, it looked weird. It looked like a little Keebler elf house, right? So that's already bad. So we getting down to whatever sexual endeavors, and I go to just to see what the equipment is like down there, and it stinks very bad. Smells very, very bad. To the point where, Dave, you know, coming from my janitorial background, I have PTSD with smells. I can't do smells.
No.
So I couldn't go through with it. I couldn't.
You couldn't do it at all.
I couldn't.
You couldn't even have sex, or you couldn't
have sex with
nothing.
her. Couldn't do it. I was like, this shit is bad. I was like, this smells awful. So
you couldn't even fuck, like, and you're up here, and she's not, like, you could smell it from up here.
Because I was like, nah, bruh. And I'm like, she looking at me acting like everything was all cool.
Doggy style even?
Nope.
Natalie is such a trooper.
And I was like, nah, yeah, that's some trooper ass shit. But you gotta understand.
I mean, when you fuck men, you have to go through some shit.
Oh yeah, but I don't know anything about that. So
right. Okay. Continue.
So I leave. And then I don't talk to her, and then she calls me a week later, like, what happened? I was like, Miss, if I could, you smell really bad down there.
No.
I don't know. You might have to get that shit checked out. So she gets it checked out. Turns out she had bacterial vaginosis. And she got it cleaned up. Next nigga she was with, she wound up getting with. And they had a baby together.
Wow.
So, look, sometimes advice goes a long way.
Yeah.
I hope that next nigga.
I'm always blown away, like, when somebody that you knew had, like, stink really bad, and then you see them a few years later on Facebook with a whole family.
And you're like, okay.
And it's bad because it might not have been forever, but that's how it is in your mind.
When it stinks like that, it's usually medical, though. It's usually like, this can't be right.
Because
if your body doesn't smell like you're showering, then there's no way. Like, that's like a.
I don't know, man. There was a lot of girls that were left unattended in the hood.
Yeah, I get it.
And, you got to slay your way through that before you find some clean ones.
Really?
Well, it sounds like you were dealing with that also. You're talking about dudes stink and all that.
No, it's just like guys have balls and they're sweaty and like I don't know.
This sounds like
I've showered for
yeah,
most
I'm about
of
to
the
say
bitches I've
you
been
have
with.
not had post shower. You don't do a lot of
I have,
post shower.
but like I've been a hipster. Like I've been with those guys
There
that
you
are
go.
like,
Yeah.
like I haven't showered for 2 weeks, and like
Yeah.
I like going to like shows and seeing concerts and no one's heard of. Like that's hot, and I'm like, yeah, I love that you smell like shit. Like
Wow.
I've had that phase.
Wow.
Wait, okay, so what makes that phase? See, this is what I'm talking about. That is the same person that would pour club soda on a
On
white
that
hat
fucking
and
hat.
be like, boom, 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 boom,
What are you
boom.
talking about?
So let me ask
Who
you
did
this.
that?
Let me ask you this. Like, what is it for you when you were in that phase? I'm
What-
just
what do you
asking
mean,
now
what is
for
it for
reason.
me?
Like, what is it that attracts you to that guy, even though he stinks? That you're like, all right,
Well,
yeah,
when
I'll fuck
it was
this
like
guy.
when I was like in high school or college, they are like, oh, I'm cool. It's like a cool vibe. They're like, oh yeah, I'm rock and roll and cool.
right.
So that means you smell.
That's what I'm saying. But what is it? What's the attraction for you? Because you're saying you fucked that guy, right? You fucked that guy before.
You fucked them stinky motherfuckers. So yeah, what was the
I'm asking.
what was
What
the
was the attraction? I mean, I thought it was hot that he didn't care.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
And you
Because
can
like
look past the other
sometimes
stuff.
it's overly when guys care too much
Yeah.
about the way they look and like it's overly feminine and
Yeah.
it feels like when they need to like manicure themselves, it feels like too feminine and
Right.
it's like very unattractive to me.
Got you.
Gotcha.
Like if they're spending too much time on their hair or something, it's like, ugh. Like why do you care more than I do about the way you look?
Right. But you can bypass the smell.
No, but I want them to smell good. I like
Okay.
I like them to shower every day. You know
What's the longest you ever fucked a hipster for?
what?
And what's the
How long
longest
did you
was
ever fucked a
with
hipster for?
The like
Months, weeks,
no
years,
brief.
brief.
What's
All right, word.
What's brief?
You like one of them Woodstock girls. We fucking in the mud and shit.
No. Just like I don't know, like a couple months or something.
That's pretty.
Okay, a couple months. All right. Cool.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah.
I didn't mean to take her. I was just curious. I was just learning.
No, it's not like you're the one that's like going with these girls with smelly pussies. Like I mean,
You know how many years ago that was? And it was one girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, no.
I'm sure you guys have both had a lot of servings of fish that went bad.
Not that many.
Dave,
I started
Dave
fucking
begs
with-
to differ. He's talking all the girls.
That's him.
blah, blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
letting you know.
I'm
There's no
trash.
point in me lying.
Absolute garbage. Yeah. Absolutely.
Guys, I'll tell you, boric acid. You get them these pills. They shove them up there, go to bed, wake up in the morning, they'll be good as new. I'm telling you.
See? She knows too. That's what I'm saying. Like Natalie.
No,
Yeah.
it's like everyone gets like a yeast infection or BV or something. Everyone gets this.
Right.
It's
They get
normal. You just have to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
It's like it's just this is normal. It's human health. It's biology.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Let's all grow up.
I get it.
Dave, what's the hardest thing you've had to tell someone?
Yeah, all right. The hardest thing I've ever had to tell somebody, I think, was like telling my mom, like, yo, you fucking up. You're gonna be here by yourself. I was all you got, and I'm done.
And
Like,
I'm done.
Yeah, that was the hardest
You're
thing.
a rotten lady.
Because I'm loyal to my
That's
mom,
rough.
but it was like, bro, there's nobody else here, and you still treating me like shit. Like, I gotta go. Like, whoo, it's terrible.
Did she change?
No, not at all. She hasn't figured it out yet.
Damn, that's hard.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, man.
That's
It's
real
tough though,
cuz.
but it did it.
Wow. Well, that kind of goes to your advice too,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like standing up for yourself, standing your ground,
Mm-hmm.
because pain doesn't last forever, but pride does.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is hard. Man, I don't think that I can come up with something harder than that.
If my mom had it her way, I'd still be living in the house popping blackheads on her back.
Ah!
You know what I mean? Like, she wanted that kind of son. You know,
Okay,
just, here, mom. You ever seen when Jamie Foxx was in that movie driving a cab and he was still like home taking care of his mom?
Oh, yeah,
But he had all those grandiose
Collateral.
dreams. Yeah,
Collateral.
yeah.
And Tom Cruise made him toughen up.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed that she likes your girlfriend because I feel like in my experience, I mean, maybe
Who, my mom?
Yeah, I mean,
my mom has no idea about my world at all anymore. Like, I had to cut my mom all the way off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom doesn't even know what I do for a living anymore. Or like she has. Like, I've gone through a divorce. My mom is probably not
Okay.
even 100% sure of that. You know what I
All right,
mean? Like,
yeah.
she's been out for a while.
I feel like moms like that, they're like, they don't like anyone that their son is with.
Correct, yeah.
They're just like, this is my baby. Like,
Correct. So, and that's a single mom syndrome. A lot of people, like, when it's them against the world, it's,
right.
it's me and baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you a baby, and they be talking
Well,
to
my
you.
mom got a lot of friends, so she likes everything I'm doing. My mom likes me. My mom tells people, "Oh, he gonna be on TV this week. Make sure y'all check his black ass out." Like that's just My mom has a schedule. Mom will be on. Oh, you doing the show on the? Make sure I get tickets to your special. Like my mom know every fucking.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's different
I'm
lifestyle.
jealous of that, but like not really. But I am.
Yeah,
But I'm
she'll
not.
come
It
see
makes
you
you
too.
who you are.
Huh?
She'll come see you too.
Yeah.
Moms will come see you too, Dad.
Hey,
What
press
about
the
me?
stone. Let me get like 1/8 of
Moms
that
loves
love.
you. Moms loves you. Should be trying to invite all the niggas over for Thanksgiving dinner. It's great.
Wow.
Great time.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Natalie.
You think your mom would like me?
Probably.
Really?
You know, if you talk right, just don't cuss in front around her, and she'll be all right.
Yeah.
She'll
She's
understand.
cool.
She like tattoos.
She does.
She'll probably ask you about what all the stories behind all your
Oh, I've
tattoos.
got some stories.
Yeah. So yeah, my mom's is a pretty cool lady.
Wow. Damn. I'm trying to think of the hardest thing that I've ever had to
Yeah,
tell
I want to know the
someone.
hardest
Yeah, I
thing
wanna
you ever
know.
tell somebody.
I mean, okay, I feel like the hardest thing that I had to tell someone was like when my grandpa died and I was there, and then I had to call everyone and tell them that my grandpa's dead.
Yeah.
And then afterwards there was like this, so my grandpa had this like aide that like lived with him
Okay,
with him
yeah,
and like
yeah.
took care of him. So like I was in the room with it was me and my mom. My grandpa was like dying. We're sitting there with him and like he's dead. And then the aide comes in. She comes later. We call her. We're like, and I had to call everyone and be like, oh yeah, like he's dead. Like it sucks being
Yeah.
that person.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to, and then she comes in the room. She like comes and she's like, "It's okay, Natalie. This is the maybe the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me." She was like, "It's okay, Natalie. He's still here. He's wandering the halls, going, why didn't Natalie visit me more?" And I was
Wow, the
like,
nurse said this?
"Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cold.
Oh.
That's very
Yeah,
cold.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
cold.
yeah.
That's
And
pretty
that-
cold,
and there
especially
was-
for a nurse that say that. That's,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
even-
that was the
She don't
aide.
even know you.
No.
That's wild.
And the hardest thing was calling her and telling her like, oh, the person you've been like, because I'm also firing her from her job.
The aide.
I mean, technically, because her job was like watching.
And she said this before or after you fired her?
Well, I'm not like, you're not directly firing them, but it's kind of implied. It's like he's dead, so you don't have a job.
Ah!
Maybe that's a good point. Maybe that's why
shit.
she said that. I mean, that's the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me.
That is a little
Wow,
fucked
really?
up. That is, I will agree. That's kind of fucked
But
up.
I feel like the hardest thing, maybe she said that because that was the hardest thing. I had to call her and tell her right after someone died and like reporting that. It was it was so difficult.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I didn't realize for her, the call is also like, damn, I got to find another old guy.
And she probably will. I mean, there's a lot of
There's a
old
lot of
guys
old
out there
people out
almost
there.
dead.
But
So yeah,
that's crazy.
that's pretty wild.
She let you have it. She was
Shit,
on
maybe
her
we
way
should have
out.
visited more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, who are you?
That's hilarious when I think of it that way.
Yeah,
you?
she quit like, and fuck you,
And
you're
fuck
cool.
you. Who's next? Yeah. Who's next?
Damn, she just wanted a job.
Oh yeah, you thought she loved you.
No, I thought that she really was like, wow, she was a terrible granddaughter. She did not visit him enough.
Ah, well, I don't know whether people look at it that way.
I don't think so.
You can't worry about that.
You can't visit them enough.
Who, old people?
You can't visit old
Especially
people
if they're not
enough.
gonna remember it. I visited my dad a lot when my dad had Alzheimer's and
Yeah.
I had to put him in a facility. I visited him a lot.
Bleak, yeah.
I'm like, we gave a lot of time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we just here watching TV with him, just sitting there. You know what I mean? Like,
That's all they want.
then
my
he would
grandma-
say mean shit to me, but I don't think he knew it. He's,
Right.
you know, I mean, one time. he
Oh, my
looked me-
grandma knew everything. She used to say to me.
What would she say to you?
My grandma used to be mean to me because her whole reason was I was a beautiful kid.
Uh-huh.
So she didn't want my head to get big. So she should tell me I was ugly all the time.
Oh my God,
So
that is
She
crazy.
used to go, you know, your nose, you got to grow into your nose, right? You know you're ugly, right? Them lips too big for your face. Like shit like that. You got liver lips.
Jesus
Fucking,
Christ.
what else she used to say used to crack me the fuck up. Like, my mom would come to my defense all
Your
the time.
mom and your grandma and my mom probably would have got along.
Probably got along. But it was like, she
Oh
used,
my
I like,
God.
just, my grandma was different. Like, and I had a lot of adrenaline. I was one of them kids who used to cry but not be running. I'd be fist tight, but tears be coming to my eyes.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
my
yeah.
grandma would laugh at me.
Yeah.
Oh, you, Mr. Tough Man, you better go out there and dry them tears up. Like shit like that. But it was like, it was fun though. I go, it's upbringing. Again, my grandma is a product of a rape. I assume because we never knew who my granddad was.
Yeah.
We never understood why my grandmother was half white.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, some white man had his way. One of my great grandmas for my
Yeah.
grandma to be.
Yeah.
And she came from Florida to Philly. She started working for SEPTA. That's the bus service in Philly back when she was like 13, 14. Like, different kind of lifestyle. So
Right.
she used to party all the time. My grandma used to party. She used to throw parties at the house. I used to take all the coats and go get the beers from the tub and all that shit. So my grandma had a different way
Wow.
of loving motherfuckers, man. And she was pretty stern.
That's not love. She's putting you to work, Derek.
Put me to work.
Yeah.
But it was like she would
gave you
say,
nothing.
I
She
love
made
you.
you feel
She gave
important.
Nana, love you.
Nothing.
No.
Nana, love you.
Kids
Re-
like that. They make you
Pronounce
feel
that word,
important.
Budweiser. You can read. Say Budweiser again. Budweiser. He's sounding shit out. Give it. But that was the whole thing. I was trying to keep him grounded.
Your
I was like,
grandma was a pimp, man. And she
oh,
like,
Mac.
look at that pretty one I got there running
Look at the
coats
pretty
up and
one
down
running
the
the coats.
steps.
Look at his curls.
Did you get tips with the coach?
Nah, I used to be able to drink. She used to
You drank?
Exactly.
let me drink.
Keeping her hose on the sauce.
Give her some pills and a bath.
Hey,
Give
your
her some
grandma
pills and a
was a
bath
pimp,
after I beat him
really?
with a hanger. I'm going to beat him with a hanger and I'm giving pills and a bath. I'm going to heal his ass. Nana, love you, little nigga. Yeah, that's so funny.
You still singing her praises to this day.
I love Nana because she was mean.
Yeah, Nana, it
But
was your Joe Jackson.
It's a sign of affection for a lot of people. Teasing is a sign
Absolutely.
of affection, and that's the kind of I like that. I
Yeah.
feel like
I got
when you
teased for
realize
a
that about
while.
someone,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
That's how they show affection.
Right.
Huh. That's cool. So you'll take it in any form that it comes. Like once you understand that
you're
it's
that
affection.
desperate, huh?
No, that's
You'll
not what I'm
take in any
asking.
form of fucking comes. You desperate little white bitch. You fucking
nobody
dumb
said
idiot.
that. No
pouring
one
fucking
said
club
that. You're
soda
saying that
on
to
your
yourself.
fucking hat.
You're saying that to yourself. That's projection.
I'm
We
saying
didn't
it to
say
Dave.
little white bitch.
I'm
None of
saying
that.
it to Dave.
Okay, but I'm in the room. I can hear what you're saying, and that's a projection. He didn't say none of that shit.
Rewind the tape.
Yeah, rewind
No,
the tape.
I'm not saying
Play
that
the
he.
tape.
I'm not saying he said it.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Her
it's
inner
him.
monologue was
I was
saying
like-
it, and she was saying it
and
out loud.
all this white bitch.
But, no,
like, I'm
but
like,
it helped.
He didn't say that.
But it helps you understand her inner monologue.
Oh,
This is
wow.
help with Natalie.
Yeah, I've
This
never
is
understood
Natalie on a raft.
Because I go,
We're not even here.
Oh, yeah, we not even here.
Natalie woke
We her-
up.
we
and
her
took
black
a
imaginary
dab.
friend.
Yeah, Natalie took
She's
a
still
dab.
dabbing right now.
She's
We
in
not
the
even
pool
here.
right now, floating in the thing.
You guys,
having this
you are
conversation.
You're my black imaginary friends.
which
Natalie,
is her imaginary black friends.
Oh my God.
This Drop Dead Fred, too. We heard Drop Dead Freds. Nigga, this is what the fuck this is.
listen, I
This
just
is the
want
best day of my life.
Please, someone animate this so that you just zoom out and this whole conversation
It's
never
not even
happened.
happening.
Natalie's
It's
just
not even
in a
fucking
pool,
happening.
hitting a dab. Like,
She didn't even
holy
leave the house
shit,
yet.
right?
This is all going on in her mind.
I knew it was a mistake the moment it happened. The moment it happened, I said, ugh.
That's so silly. Natalie, you're fun and silly. It's a very good time.
It's a fun and silly time.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
So what else could we help you out with? What else you got going on?
Well, let's see. Here's something exciting. So the Interrobang puts out. They ask everyone, like 35
That's Jeff Gary.
comedians. They asked 35 comedians, like, who do you think the up and coming comic of 2022 is?
Uh-huh.
And Jim Florentine said me.
Uh-huh.
Which is awesome.
Okay, nice.
And
Congratulations.
Lewis said Zach.
Amico?
Jesus. Hey, man.
Hey, man, you know, hey, what you gonna do?
It's good to have a boyfriend that's honest with you,
Yeah,
right?
he's honest. At least he picked his other girlfriend.
You know, lying
You know.
is a terrible, terrible characteristic in a human being, you know?
Yeah. So there was a big topic on Skanks last night.
Okay.
Because Lewis just he didn't believe that that he's like, no, there's no way that he he's like, he just wants to fuck you. And I was like, no, he thinks I'm funny.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that is also, you can help me with that.
Whether or not Jim Florentine thinks you're funny or wants to fuck you?
I think he thinks that I'm funny.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one to tell you, Natalie. I think he wants to fuck you.
No.
I thought it. I thought it. I just didn't say it.
Natalie, listen.
What is wrong with you people not
Natalie,
believing in me? This is
there's a
out of fucking
difference-
control.
There's a difference between being a hater and being a good friend who's keeping you in perspective.
That's right,
okay?
boy.
We just talked about this. Natalie?
Scratched the whole episode.
I'm a good friend, Natalie.
Go ahead.
I'm a good friend.
I think he genuinely thinks that I'm a star.
Huh?
He thinks I'm a star.
Tell him prove it then. Tell him prove it. Mm-hmm. And then when he does, if he doesn't prove it,
What's proving it?
I don't know. But whatever he doesn't do, the people that are loyal to
Okay, yeah.
they might
That's how he proves it.
Okay, what would you say?
Go on the road with him. Mm-hmm. Open for him.
Okay.
Make sure he don't try to fuck you after if he ain't knocking on your hotel room door after. Get on his podcast. Fucking what shows if he really believed like he should put you in contact with clubs that you need to play.
This is actually really good. Yeah, go ahead.
He need to put you on clubs that you need to go play. He need to be trying to get you 60 and 30-minute spots around other spots other than New York.
Yeah.
If this motherfucker really believes in it.
Let's start with the podcast.
Yeah.
Jim, come on the podcast.
Jim, come on the podcast.
Come on this podcast.
And talk your shit, boy.
Neither of them have been on the podcast.
Jim,
yet.
Exactly. So how much believing are they really doing?
This podcast, like I'm not trying to be a dick. Let's just call out the horse shit.
Call out the horse shit, my G.
Because we gotta keep comedy righteous, my nigga.
Keep it righteous, my nigga.
So if you said that, stand behind it.
Stand on 10
Send
toes,
me the episode.
Jim.
Tag it when he's on here, and tag him in this clip.
I don't give a fuck.
Let's keep comedy righteous,
Keep it
man.
righteous. If you think she the number one, how you helping her be the star?
Let's do it.
Are you just saying star because you want her to sit on your lap? Or you want her to be a star so she could change comedy? Come
I don't
on,
know
Jim.
if you guys are aware, but I'm very funny. My stand-up is lovely.
I have never seen you
I didn't say
perform.
you weren't funny.
And I'm not that pretty. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I've never
I didn't
seen you
say-
perform.
I didn't say, no, I've seen Natalie perform. I'm not going to say you're not funny, but
Dave.
I don't think you're next up. Dead ass. I love you, Natalie. I
that's
love you.
Straight honesty, bro.
Natalie, you and I be best friends right now if you could take
Well,
this,
when have- okay,
this
yeah.
medicine.
Okay, let's
you're not
go.
next up.
Go.
You're dope, but you're not next up.
I think you just need to keep hustling.
How many times have you seen me perform?
4.
None.
Wow.
So I don't know.
Okay, give me feedback. Then tell me. Talk to me.
You still got to live a bit more. You still got to live a bit more and have like more like life experience to talk about to connect with an older audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like for people that are coming now, and they're just like, hey man, I get it. You know what I mean? And they hear the jokes, and like a lot of people also, and this is me. I'm a bit of a comedy snob. Where
Wow.
I'm like
I am
looking
100% putting this out.
What, the episode?
I'm kidding.
What?
No, I love this. This is great.
Is it?
This is good.
Your reaction makes me feel like I'm being too mean. Like I'm
No,
Nah,
no,
nigga,
no.
you right on board.
Okay.
Keep saying what you're saying, and I'll back it up if you lose your words.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not losing my words. It's not even something I've thought about. It's just like, yeah, just as you live a bit more and have more to talk about as far as like, hey, look, this happened. Like, all right, when you were on our podcast and you told a story about the guy quit being a side bitch and, you know.
That shit was great.
Right. Is that in your act?
No.
Exactly.
Boom, that's
Why
one.
not?
He was looking for apartments. That shit
Why?
had me laughing.
You understand how real that is? Do you understand how fucking and how many people can really relate to that kind of shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you know what I mean? So you understand what I'm saying?
All right, what else do I put in my act, Dave?
Go back to everybody. Go back to our podcast. Go to NNFA podcast
Shit.
on YouTube right now.
Absolutely.
Look for the Natalie
Plug
Cuomo
that boy.
episode.
Natalie Cuomo episode.
And watch it. And watch everything that Natalie says about her fucking life.
Yeah,
about her
pretty wild.
childhood, and tell me that none of that shit shouldn't be in her act.
My dad-
Jim Florentine.
The TV was in my dad's
Go to the
house.
No Need for Apologies podcast episode with Natalie Cuomo.
Absolutely.
And look at how Natalie got black Air Force Ones for snow boots.
Yep.
And
Go ahead,
see-
boy.
and see how
And talk
that-
about how a father kept the TV in his room.
Right.
That shit had me
Do
fucking
you understand?
dying.
I'm giving you comedy gold
That's
right now. This is
content.
more help than Jim Florentine. You understand what I'm saying? So you're dope, but I'm telling you, when you tap into that
Tap in
and
and
that's when
articulate
that's
that.
when you're next
How long
up.
you been doing jokes?
4 years.
4 years.
Right.
So yeah, you
And
4
it
years
takes-
old. You 4
Well,
years
that's
old.
the truth. That's true. In
You
comedy,
4
you're
years
4
old in comedy. So therefore, when you learn how to articulate that real shit,
Right.
nobody will look
And
at
that's
you like,
gonna
oh,
have to be vulnerable. You got to be comfortable being that vulnerable, which you're there. You can do it on the podcast, but it's different on stage.
Yeah.
But relate the same shit.
I would write a joke about every tattoo on why you got what you got, if you got it for something. That's
Right.
another way.
Put like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I mean, or even like, you know, I don't know whether you talk about like, you know, stinky balls.
You
on
should.
stage.
Or I used to be
But you
free spirited.
you
I love the motherfucker that
absolutely
didn't care.
Should, because that's the, like, when I'm asking these questions, when you put this shit out there, you see, I'm genuinely, tell me more. Like, you understand what I'm saying? The audience will be the same way because you're giving them an insight into why you think the way that you do. You understand?
Why you pour Perrier on white hats? Like, we want to know.
That I was so fascinated by that behavior.
just-
I'm like, please
I'm
tell
like,
me
oh my
more.
God, that's got to come
Tell
from
me
something.
more. Yeah, I would love to be a girl to be on stage and be like, I'm this kind of girl. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's like a textbook with all these tattoos on it. Let's open up the book and see what else is.
Right.
Yeah. Is she just a white girl with doodles on her, or she have depth?
Cheese doodles.
Is this a cheese doodle white girl, or does she have depth? And I know you got depth. But yeah. Wow. Hey, man.
So you're saying, first of all, I'd like to appreciate that you solidly took your own advice just now. You were like, about honesty, telling someone the hard truth.
Yeah.
I fucking like that.
Yeah.
Second of all, okay, so you're saying my writing needs to improve.
No, not your writing, where you're coming from with your message.
What do you mean?
Like, what do you want to say? And when you go on stage, right, if you got 15, 20 minutes to an audience, what are you feeling that you want to say?
That you
know what I
really
mean?
got to
Like,
get across to this audience.
Right. And then back that up with where does this point of view come from? So that's the package that I think we all look for is like, who is this person and how much can they tell me about them that makes me understand why they just did whatever they just did? I'm not saying be a prop comic, but yeah, that's the perfect thing. This whole episode, boom, we walk out, hey, this is me. I'm dealing with the situation with this hat, blah, blah, blah. This is how I'm solving it, which, okay, makes no sense to the two of us. Give us some insight. And then from there, you write from there. I do this because that. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I'll give you an example. Cat calling is out the window, right? We can't do that anymore. Right? Mm-hmm. I am a little bit disappointed in that because I was good at it.
Okay.
I was good at it.
Okay.
I have 2 babies from like
from what?
just seeing girls walking down the street and going, yeah.
I got 2 whole kids from
Right,
that.
like
That's
that.
so great.
You understand that and I like that's my real life. Both of my kids are a result of so like that's where I'm coming from. When yes, this issue on catcalling and I'm like, well, here's my point of view on it.
Yeah,
and
I got daughters.
Right, here's my original fucking take, and this is where I'm coming from. Like, I know it's not good, and I'm not a good person. I know when I sit there and go, I don't think catcalling should be gone. I know the room is going to go, what the fuck?
Yeah. But let me
What
explain
kind of man?
why.
Right, let me explain why.
Let me show you.
And here's where it came from. Now, I'm not saying you need to take on that style, but that's what works for me. You know what I mean?
I am feeling inspired.
Good.
I am feeling.
We're not here to tear you down.
Yeah, you just make it sound negative. So you're saying my writing sucks? No.
Yeah, you 4 years in. Of course, anybody. When I was 4 years in, my writing sucked.
But
so
if no one said that, she was trying to give it to her. This is Natalie is an emotional cutter. That's what she's doing. She's give it to me, Doc.
Wait, yeah. There's a metaphorical arm in the room that she's cutting across, not down. She's cutting across, not down.
Could you tell me more about what I need to fix about myself?
That's 1. That's 2.
So you're saying?
That's 3. An emotional cutter is funny. That's very funny.
I just feel okay. I feel that I've not just recently and from doing this podcast, I feel like, and I've talked to Lewis about this, I feel like I've been able to talk on podcasts as me.
Yes.
And one thing that he said to me, he's like, on stage you don't talk like you don't talk like you're talking like in a stage voice. You need to talk as you. And I feel like that's like what I'm like trying to figure out. And then I feel like on top of that, I haven't really written like stuff that's coming from where I am in my life right now, and I haven't really tapped into like, because I feel like I haven't figured out how to cross the boundary of like making it funny, because I'm worried about getting that like aw response, I guess.
Yeah,
And
and
when
like,
you get over that,
You
that's
wanna
when you
be
open up
liked.
and be the great Natalie Cuomo.
Yeah.
yeah. And then I guess I just feel like I need to like write more and
What affects
Here's the
you
best.
for
Here's the
myself.
best.
I
Here's
don't
the
know.
best advice I've ever heard given. Wow. Best advice I've
What?
ever heard given,
I'm
and
listening.
it comes from the great boy Derek Gaines.
Oh, shit.
Sitting to my right. Get up on that stage.
Get up on
boo.
that stage, girl.
Get up on that stage.
Get up on that stage.
There's-
You got to start living up there. If
Yeah.
you really want this comedy shit, you got to live up there. You got to go up there and not give a fuck about the, you got to figure out how to work it out.
Yeah.
Because the audience is an audience, but they here to see you.
And if you're the real deal, you're in
Wow.
this for life.
I'm
So
gonna cry. Wow.
If you're in this for life,
Get up on that
3,
there,
4, 5 years of
Get
it
up
not
on that
being
swag,
funny
boy.
is going to be irrelevant. Do you think Betty White went to her grave thinking about the year she wasn't good on stage?
No, Betty White was like, damn, that other 69 years I was in the game.
You don't think Betty White had a few years where she was trying to struggle and figure this shit the fuck out?
This before she was a Golden Girl.
And she was on Golden Girls because, damn, this old bitch do not care about talking dirty. This bitch is living her truth.
Right,
She know how to tell Blanche she a
your
whore
blinders on for those
politely.
years.
Yeah. Because it's
Look
not
in your
going to
book.
matter.
The problem is that it's hard to give yourself the space to fall on your face, but you have to just do it.
Yeah.
Pain is
I fell off my horse
Pain
as
is
soon as I
pride.
moved to New York. I fell off. I learned that I stunk so bad when I first moved up here.
I don't stink.
On the mic?
Physically.
Both.
I'm talking about stink. Well, all
on
right.
the mic. On the mic.
Okay, good. And then that's your first. That's good.
That's your
As long
first,
as you do-
and that
if you
confidence
believe that,
got to be 100%.
100%.
I'm funny.
All right. This confidence only
again.
works at 100%.
Yeah.
So keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
So keep the fuck
All
going.
of this advice is coming right back to you.
Yeah. If you don't believe you stink, then keep smelling
I
better.
am. I smell great. I love it.
Yeah. But don't get comfy. Always
I've
reinvent yourself.
never been comfortable.
Yeah. Then there you good.
Yeah,
Seems
you want
like
to
you
get
straight.
Yeah, and you want to get better at getting comfortable. Go do black rooms.
Go do
Here-
black
here's the
rooms.
Go
thing.
do black rooms.
Go do black
You want to
rooms.
get comfortable?
You wanna get comfy?
Because black people honest with you, Natalie. Black people honest.
So I've
You're-
learned.
You're not gonna find nobody in the black community that's on some like. "Well, I think she shouldn't. They gonna make you earn it.
Earn that
They gonna
shit.
make you fucking earn it.
Yeah,
Go do some black rooms. Dead ass. If you want to know where you're at on the funny barometer, go follow your black friends, your black comic friends to a black room. And especially a black room where they don't know you. I to this day, if I want to know if I'm funny in another city, fuck what audience paid to see me. Show me a black room
Remember
where
we went
they
to
don't
Little
know
Africa?
me.
Remember we went to Little Africa in
Yes.
Minnesota?
Yes.
We found a Little Africa in Minnesota. And we did shows over there.
Brooklyn, Minneapolis. Went it there. No one knew us.
No one knew us.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, we
They
still
fuck-
got it. Just
They
needed to
fuck with
make
us
sure
at the
I
end
knew.
of the show, though.
Just needed to make sure I knew because there's a difference. Sometimes TV credits, movies, and people they know who you are from the podcast or whatever, they come out to see you. You
Black people
really
don't care about that
can't
shit.
Do no wrong. You can't do no wrong. People will sit through it just to get a picture at the end and be like, "Yo, I was at the show." Blah blah. We see it all the time, and I'm not mad at it, but it's just you asked if you want to be funny. I'm telling you what to do to be funny. Difference.
Funnier.
Funnier. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Legit. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, guys, this was amazing.
All right, no problem.
I'm so see. It's like this is like such a. It's such a great episode. It's so vulnerable. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. It's not something. It's the only reason I want to put this out is because I feel like it's so helpful for me that maybe it'll be helpful for someone else.
This is helping you, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
out here
it's
helping Natalie Cuomo.
fucking embarrassing.
Really? Talk to me. Hold on.
Why is it embarrassing?
Talk to me.
Am I on? I mean,
This is your podcast. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
talk to me. Why is it embarrassing?
because you're telling me how I'm. I mean, it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable. So,
finish the thought, though. Finish the
You're
thought.
telling me ways that I could be better, which is like, it like peels back a layer of like confidence and peels back a layer of the wall that you put up. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Okay.
So it's like, and like you just like personally, like my quote unquote fan base, they're not fans. They're mean people. They're people that don't like me. They're like, hey, they're hate watchers.
But they're the ones that make you move up in the algorithm.
Sure.
Love them.
Which
Love 'em.
Sure, but it's like so. I know, and it's like when I record an episode, I'm already anticipating all of, and I know comments like aren't for you, but it's like I already have like you know what I'm saying. So it's already.
I understand. So that's you're foreshadowing future pain.
Wow.
Let me
you a
ask,
sadist.
because this one. No. She's not a sadist. She's a human being, and this
Yeah.
is what we all do.
Yeah.
This is what we all do
Yeah,
because you know what needs to be done to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
better, and a lot of us don't want to get better in the presence of other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
good,
hard
Dave.
part. Now I'm gonna tell you this, right?
That's all right.
During the pandemic, right?
Yeah,
I work out in the park every
Yeah.
day. Derek would come out and work out with me.
yeah.
When Derek first came to the park, Derek, how many pull-ups could you do?
Shit, like 4.
And he hated it.
Yeah.
Derek hated getting on the bar because there
Yeah.
was other people on the bar killing it,
Killing.
way more advanced, all that. And I'm like, Derek,
Yeah.
Fuck them. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Come here every day and do this.
Yeah.
Before he knew it,
Yeah.
were you up to 50 pull-ups?
50.
Right there with everybody. Now,
like, oh, shit.
Other people come to the court and he cut that off because we got another. He dominating the whole goddamn pull-up.
Wow.
2 months ago, he could only do 4.
Yeah, so
But as long as you block that out and you're not willing to be vulnerable, because here's the thing.
Bar Stars was out there too.
No one who was on the bars ever said a word to you negatively, did they?
Nope.
And that's the thing you got to understand. Anybody who talks negatively, they never did it. Anybody who's doing it and is good, they would only encourage you.
I remember
when
that
I
phase.
see people now, I'm training my girl to run a half marathon right now. I enjoy watching her struggle and calling her out on what you need to do. Right now, she's home in bed.
Come
I
on,
got
coach.
to wake her the fuck up.
Come on, coach.
Like, you signed up for this. So, yeah, there's going to be tough love that comes along with it. But that's what I said. There's a fine line between being a hater and being your fucking friend.
Walk that line, boy.
I'm a friend,
Tightrope walker.
I'm loyal. Like, I will shoot for people that I give a fuck about. But I'm only going to give a fuck if you put in the work.
I'm only going to give a fuck if you give a fuck.
He showed up every day. He put in the fucking work.
Yeah.
He's a bar star himself right now.
I did something.
He did
I
the
was
same
proud of
thing
myself.
for me. I showed up for years when I didn't have. You want to hear vulnerable? I slept on this man's couch for like 2 years. Nobody knew. And I was on TV sleeping on his couch. You know what I mean? Like on some like. And he's like letting me rock out because he believed in it also.
I'll be waking up in the morning, see him sleep. I'll be farting on my way to the bathroom.
Yeah.
What's up, nigga? And then-
Yeah. This nigga was on TV killing it. I'm on the couch like a fucking bum. You
but
know
he
what
was
I mean?
writing books. The motherfucker was working on the brand. Like,
Right.
So.
And I just had to trust my process, and it's a different thing. But yeah, man, it's tough love. But I love you, Natalie. You know what I mean? It's real shit.
I love you guys.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh my God, I love you guys so much. You guys want to do any plugs?
Yeah, man.
Tell 'em what to
need
find.
for apologies.
No need for
is our
apologies,
podcast. You hear the way I talk. I ain't apologizing for shit. If I ruffled your feathers, it's because I love you, nigga. No. So check us out, NNFA Podcast on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere where you find podcasts. We got a live show that we do every Sunday, Brooklyn Comedy Club, Black Ass Comedy Show. We bring it's the wildest show in all of New York, man. 308 Bedford Avenue every Sunday at 10 o'clock, man. So get on our page and check us out, man. All right?
Derek Gaines, the great boy on Instagram. And make sure y'all watch Blue Bloods January 28th. I'm on there. It's going to be a good time.
And as always, subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Natalie Cuomo. Subscribe to Help with Natalie on iTunes, Spotify, and follow me on Instagram at Natalie Cuomo _, TikTok and Twitter at Natalie Cuomo. Thank you. See you next week.
Thanks for listening to Help with Natalie Cuomo. Tune in next week for another episode. Find us on social media at Help with Natalie.